One of the ways to worship God in marriage is through sex. However, is intimacy in sex only about intimacy in marriage only about sex? What are the ways to increase intimacy beyond sex? Mr. and Mrs. Kainde, I'll be asking you to please help us. Mommy and Daddy, no? Okay, yes, go ahead.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Intimacy and sex is not the only thing in marriage, but sincerely, based on data, it's one of the major causes of breakup in marriage. So even if it's fact that it's not the only thing, the fact that it causes a lot of havoc in marriage means we need to pay attention to it. And it goes a long way. There are so many things that can affect it. There are so many issues that can come from it. But one of the things that we need to know is the fact that in this age and time, it is very important. And one of the things that affects a lot of people is overload of information. Now, there is overload of information, and there's still another thing called lack of information, and there's still another thing called lack of wrong, as in availability of wrong information. Now, in the first service, somebody actually contributed from the audience, talking from the point of view of a Christian lady who has been told before marriage, bed is undefiled and everything, and she has been keeping herself. But then she went into marriage, she and her husband doesn't even know how to carry this thing out, how to go about this, and they were having issues. And it can lead to problem. That is an example of lack of enough information. And as a Christian community, we run into that.
Enter Jerusalem.
Yes. And as a Christian community, we can run into that where you've been keeping yourself and you then get into the marriage and you expect everything will just work out fine in terms of intimacy. And then you are disappointed on all fronts or in different ways. And, this is some of the things that happen. And what I will say, she mentioned some of the actions she took, actually. She said sometimes she has to call somebody and ask, is this supposed to be like this? Is it supposed to be this way? And these are some of the things we need to work on or we need to get. As Christian community, it is not wrong to come together to talk about these things and to even talk to experienced people about these things that you are having challenges. Everybody, one time or the other, people at one time or the other have that challenge. So sex or intimacy is not the only thing, but if there's something that you are having challenges with, and you start with the two of you having a conversation with it, but you are still yet to get to a point where you can get resolution or solution to it, you can involve other qualified personnel who can help you through the process. And when we're saying qualified personnel, God gave science to us to solve our problem. God gave the knowledge. You can involve them, people that are qualified, also people that are experienced. We're talking about the marriage counseling department in church, who are experienced, who can help you and guide you through those conversations, through those thought processes, and also joins you in prayer. With prayer and with those actions, you can get to wherever you want to get to. Thank you.
Praise God.
Can I add? So I think the question was, what is worship in marriage, right? And how do we do that? And
the question is sex the only intimacy? Is that the only indication of intimacy in marriage?
In marriage, right. And so, intimacy and sex, yes, we know that that's important, but there's a build-up to all of that, to the intimacy. And so part of the build-up is the way the couple relates to each other, whether it by actions or words. So the way you express your love, right? The 5 different love languages. If someone likes gifts as their love language, so you buy them gifts, throughout the day or week. If someone likes physical touch, right? So you show that. And so part of the intimacy is the build-up to that. And so that's also important. And then there are things in marriages that may hinder that, i.e. kids. And so it's about identifying what those issues are as a couple and then talking through them and finding out ways to navigate through some of those hindrances.